We're continuing on with section 3.2.3. The first problem they gave us was problem 64. Basically wanted us to identify whether they were similar, which one of the shortcuts we could use, and write a flowchart for it. And so I look at the first one, and there's some kind of clues that you can get. They haven't given us very much information about the sides, and we really can't find the sides on some of these. I can't find these sides or these sides right now because I don't know whether they're similar, and basically I would only have one zoom factor that I could do, which is 42 over 12, and I know that I'm going to need all three. So let's look and see if we can do it by angle. Do we have at least two angles? Well, we have angle A is the same as angle D, and angle B is the same as angle E. So for angle, we said we were going to have two circles, and I'm going to put them a little bit down from each other so I have space. I'm going to have to say that angle A is congruent to angle D, and angle B is congruent to angle E. Have I shown that two pairs of corresponding angles are congruent? I have. So my conclusion from that is that I have some similar triangles. And those similar triangles are triangle ABC is similar. I hope I didn't say congruent earlier, but they're similar. A matches up with D, B matches up with E, and C matches up with F. And that is by angle similarity. Now, in question 65, it asks you to find BC. You can't find BC until you've shown they're similar. But now that I know they're similar, I can find BC. First, we already know that DE is going to be corresponding to AB. So DE is 42. And I'm going to put it over 12 because it matches up with AB. Those are the corresponding sides. And what's going to correspond to BC? BC is going to become my X. BC is going to correspond to EF. I'm lucky I've got at least one of those two numbers, so I can do this. 38 over X. I chose to put the larger triangle on the top and the smaller one on the bottom as my way of organizing this. We cross multiply. 42 times X is 42X. 38 times 12 is 456. Solve using algebra. Divide by 42. And I get X equals about 10.9. That was problem 65A. And we're going to go on to the next one, because they are paired. Oh, they also ask us in part B of 65 to find AC. I want you to look here, because we now know that this is about 10.9. They want us to find AC. AC corresponds with FD. DF. But I don't have numbers on either of those. So if I start to set it up, 42 over 12 equals, I don't have a number to put on top or on bottom. So this one is not possible. So 42 over 12 equals that. It's not possible. And I have to have at least one of the two corresponding sides of the pair that I'm trying to find when I do that. Let's go through these others a little quicker. Okay, in this one, they haven't given us anything but this angle. I know I'm going to need more than one angle, and they haven't told me any. They also haven't given me 3 sides, but I can find this side by using the Pythagorean theorem because I know it's a right triangle. So if I set this up, I'm going to let this be the B side. So I'm going to say 16 squared plus B squared equals 20 squared. 256 plus B squared equals 400. Subtract 256 from both sides, and I get B squared equals 144. Take the square root of both sides and you'll get B equals 12. So I now know that this side is 12. Using the same method we did before in the review, so if you haven't seen the review, please watch it. We're going to match up the smallest side with the smallest side. So we're going to match up 12 with 9. We're going to match up the 12 on this one with the 16. And we're going to match up, let's see, 12 with 9, 16 with the 12, and 20 with 15. Hopefully you caught that I had done this one backwards because I'm going from here to here. So 12 went to 9, 16 went to 12, and 20 went to 15. Those are the sides HG over LK and HI over JL and IG over JK. This one equals about 1.3. This one is about 1.3 when I do the calculation, and this one is about 1.3 when I do the calculation. So I have my 3 zoom factors. They work out to be the same. And so my conclusion is that my first triangle is similar to my second triangle. Let's see if we can match up the drawing here. I'm going to call this one HIG. And let's see, H matched up with L is a verification. It's between the medium and the short. Medium and short side, so it is L. And let's see, I was between the medium and the long. So the medium and the long would be J. And I only have one letter left here, so this has to go, G has to go with K. And so there's my similarity statement, my conclusion. And I know that by side, side, side similarity. Okay. The next one, they give me 3 sides and no angle. So if I'm going to use a similarity shortcut, it's going to be side, side, side. I'm just going to match real quick the numbers up. 8 over 4, because those are the shortest. And then, let's see, 8 over 4, 9 over 5, and 14 over 7. That's 2. That's 2. And 9 divided by 5 is 1.8. I know that because of this one not being the same as the other two, that these triangles are not similar. And the reason is they don't have the same, all the corresponding sides don't have the same zoom factor. Okay. Last one. See if we can get this in here quick enough. 2 angles the same. Angle V is congruent to angle S. And oddly, there's 2 triangles here. And angle M is congruent to angle M. We're going to make our conclusion and we'll be done.